might just add in that if you guys want me to have commentary on these videos, just leave a comment down below and say that yes, you might want to, or if not, I'm going to keep them silent. Maybe put some music in the background, depending on what you guys want. But this is the biggest queue I've had since playing Euro Truck Simulator. It's been crazy. I mean, we've been driving, we've been standing still nearly until the admins came along and kicked some people, and now we're moving finally. But yeah, so leave a comment below if you guys want me to continue with commentary. If not, I can just mute my microphone and not care about that. It's up to you guys. I mean, I guess I can do some commentary now as I've just started with it. So yeah, welcome to the queue. I mean, it's just gone an hour or something like this since we've been sitting in this queue. Obviously, this road, Calais to Duisburg, I think it is. I can't remember. Is the busiest road on Euro Truck Sim multiplayer. But yeah, I mean, only thing I've waited for is to get to this cross now, to this intersection, where hopefully we'll get past it without anybody hitting us. This guy ahead of us, this Turk guy in the truck, the Tradox truck in front of us, has gotten fully crazy. I mean, he's backing up into this car ahead of me. And yeah, I mean, look at him now. Yeah, he's on his own mind. I mean, I don't bother about him. The best thing usually when in a queue, just mind your own business. Don't care about anybody else. And if somebody is stupid enough to try to overtake you in a queue, just let them do it. I mean, I only block people if cars try to undertake me on my right hand side and I have that wall, that brick wall on the right hand side. That's when I just clamp them in, since I don't really like people undertaking and overtaking. I don't care, it's up to them. They get a report most of the times by me, and now as I film I don't need to make any screenshots, but usually I do screenshots and most probably also report them on the forums. But at the moment now this is kind of relaxing. I mean, having an automatic truck is it's the best at the moment now. Usually I drive around with the manual, but number one, since I have the transmission set to realistic, yeah, so since it's unrealistic, it takes a bit more time for me to change gears, and sometimes due to the lag, I only have about 12 FPS at the moment now. And sometimes due to the lag, it doesn't pick up the gear and it kind of gets annoying. Plus that sitting there pressing in and pressing out that clutch, after some time it kind of gets a bit boring, and yeah, it's not really that pleasant after a while. But at the moment now, I mean, yeah, as you guys can see, what I'm trying to do is, even though my load is going to Copenhagen, I just want to basically drive over to Duisburg, park up there, and call it a night. But tomorrow I have my exams as well. It's just that I'm trying to get to this intersection, which by the looks of it, if I just brake here, hopefully nobody's gonna move any further away. Yeah, I mean, people are really driving inside of each other, not respecting the signs. I mean, in the end, everybody has a yield here. It's the right-handed rule, or how do you say it in English? It's basically you yield for everybody coming from your right-hand side, which most people don't care about, and it's usually, yeah, people crashing into each other. I tend to be nice and let people go, even though they're on my left side. As for example here, I flashed them or to drive past me, or even if they come from my right hand side and I see that they want to yield for me, I help them out, you know. Because in the end, it's about fluidizing the traffic and not making it harder for people to drive here. As for example, I don't have yield for anybody coming from the left now. He's going to the right, so I can flash him by now. I either way had a gap between me and him. And seeing nobody's on my left side, I'll continue on ahead. As for example here, I tend to let people get on both to the left and to the right of me, as I don't see why I shouldn't. Probably they'll just drive up until here. I don't know if they can pick up the flashes. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that, you see. And then nobody lets them pass, so there's no gap in between the trucks on my left hand side. He's stuck, so I'll continue driving ahead. Sometimes I get people driving up my right hand side now, since they cut the corner coming down off the highway. It's kind of annoying. And now this is the big funny bit. Now currently there are 101 players around me, which is kind of crazy. I have a Scania on my right hand side. I have no idea what he's going to do. He's not going to enter into my trailer. Epic, he's going to enter into somebody else's trailer. Yeah. Trying to get out of this mess. I will not be amazed if somebody manages to ram into me, either from behind me or off of the queue on my left hand side. They pop their head out. It's happened before, and I mean, yeah, this is crazy. I've never had the queue straight after the railroad crossing. That was just crazy. Yeah, that guy in that Scania just drove. There's a guy coming up on my right hand side. Cars, honestly, I like driving a car. You know, it's kind of funny. Learning to overtake and learning to appreciate the distance you need between cars and the truck in Euro Truck. You know, with the thought that you have this synchronization lag. It's kind of funny, and I sometimes tend to drive a car, but never when it's such busy. When there are some trucks in this road, I like it. It's kind of interesting. You have some blind corners which you need to take care of, etc., which I can't. You can't obviously overtake in those, but yeah. I've seen many people with cars squeezing in between trucks like they are motorbikes. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I mean, I get it, you're in a car. Like this guy with a Skoda in front of us. Why was half of his car out of... Yeah, there we go. You can see in the mirror squeezing between the wall and the car. This guy, I don't know what happened. Got hit, maybe. Is he stuck? Alright, yeah, that must be a new mod that you can add hydraulics to your car, apparently. Yeah, it's interesting. Jumping around. Right, so here it looks like the queue is actually shorter on the other side, which is lucky for them, I guess. I mean, yeah. Now, this guy is in my lane, and somehow a car ended up upside down. These corners here, I'm always afraid of. People might just be impatient and just stick their head out again. I do have a truck behind me who might want to overtake. I don't know. Probably he will, so I'll blink him out as I don't see anybody on my GPS coming ahead of me. Is he on overtaking? Oh, there's a car overtaking them. Yeah, you can jump in. Yeah. So, stick the cruise control to 90 kilometers an hour. I know truck limiter should be set to 85, and in most of Europe the speed limit is 80, but yeah, I just keep it at 90. That's the maximum. I don't go over 80. 90, sorry. Now, for example, here, what the hell is happening here? That's funny. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, he is backing up. I have no idea what he's doing. Backing up into the road. He will most probably faceplant that trailer into somebody's truck. Does that Scania guy want to overtake me? No idea. But he can overtake me if he wants to. I mean, if they know the signing where when you blink to the right, somebody can overtake, but if you blink to the left, something is going to come ahead. I guess he doesn't want to overtake. Fine by me. Or it's typical, as soon as I stop blinking or indicating, he overtakes. Also petrol stations. We have people cutting in front of you to jump into the petrol station. You have people jump as he stops, happily enough. But you would have also other people who just cut it in front of you, like suddenly, without any warning at all. Those are the people you need to look out after. You can turn off the lights now, just put on day running. Oh, that's the wrong button. You can just put on day running lights now as it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Another thing to know about me is I like to be realistic. I have both a Volvo FH, the new one, and the Scanias. I run realistic engine power on them. I only have one Scania R730 for my heavy haulage, which I've also had a 8x4 chassis on it for the heavy loads. But apart from those, I run realistic powers on the trucks. My biggest engine, I think, is the 560 horsepower Iveco Stralis. But apart from that, I'm running realistic horsepower. My Scania is an R480, only 480 horsepower. I find that's the best balance of both power and torque, and also fuel consumption. I mean, I know in the end, this profile here is my modded profile for multiplayer. No drivers in it, since drivers, the more drivers you have, and trucks, basically, the bigger the lag spike is when it doesn't autosave. So therefore I run it low on trucks, only the trucks I use. All the garages are bought though, with a bunch of money, as you guys can see now. But again, this is my multiplayer profile, which I run primarily for multiplayer, that only. So yeah, I mean, I run it realistic, despite the fact I could have had bigger engines on it, but this is the one which I find the most economical one. Will he slam into me? Probably he will. Oh, that's Demon. Well, I thought LKW drivers should be good. Right, I mean, we usually go through training, but right, I don't care. It's up to me to judge his driving skills or his judging distances when he'll get into my lane or not. That Scania is interesting. It's been following me, tailing me. Also, those drivers who are right up your ass, and then you kind of just want to do a brake check on them, but you know that will be your fault if you do it. So yeah. Also, I've noticed a lot of people who are on the side of the road with their hazard lights on, they suddenly just start rolling. I mean, they are back at the computer and they say, let's roll. They don't care to look in the mirror if anybody comes. They don't care stopping or turning off the hazard lights and actually putting on their blinker and indicating that they want to enter our lane. They just start driving in. It's like, yeah, it's just like, maybe we'll hit him, maybe not. If you guys wonder what company or VTC I'm driving for LKW Transport, which we primarily drive for LKW, which is the logistical company in Eurotruck from before. We are decently, we have about 40 members, about there, a bit more than that maybe. We have a TeamSpeak channel, as well as the TeamSpeak server. Not everybody gets into the VTC though. I mean, you do have to undergo... That's not the meaning. We do have to undergo training. How did I get 46% on that one? When did I get that? That's why I say some people, I could have impossibly got 46% on that just by crashing into that guy. But that's also why I say that it's incredible how people ram you in such a way that you have no idea how, but then you look at your damage and you just see a lot of damage on your trailer and truck. This guy must want to overtake me. He has already been trying to overtake me. Yeah, not a good idea now. Will you ram me? God almighty. mislike those kind of people badly. But that's what I was trying to say. I do keep to realistic engine sizes and keeping that realistic and in check. I find it more realistic as a normal cargo driver, as a long-haul driver. You don't have more than 23, 24 maybe tons on your trailer. You're driving, me as I'm only driving at 90 maximum, I really don't need the power. Maybe I need it in some hills, but to be fair and honest with you, I can really live with this engine, which I have on board at the moment now. And this one is the 510 horsepower engine. I find this really economical and really good. It only has about, it stays at about 49 to about 51 liters per 100 kilometers. And this is typically with a heavy load, as I have now on board 18 tons. This guy, again, signaling that he puts on his hazards after he exits the lane. But he's going to come in my lane here. I bet I'm using it. He's going to come in my lane. Incredible. Right. So let's get this cruise control up again to 90. We arrange convoys. Okay, right. We arrange convoys once in a week for everybody. It's a weekly convoy at LKW where we do new destinations all the time, basically. Feel free to join them. You'll find them on ETS 2C dot. On the convoy site. Sign up there for your Steam account and join if you guys want to join. More than happy to join. Also put a link to our website in the description below. If anything, have a look there. Right, this intersection usually was a bit more crowded. Many times it's been a lot more crowded than this. It's kind of empty now. And again, people don't care about yielding. This DAF is on the wrong side of the road. It's not going to scrape me, fine. I mean, again, we have our own merging lane here, so why he's stopping, I have no idea. Look, we have our own merging lane, so I don't need to look to my left until I'm here. Now I can start looking to my left and deciding that there's nobody. So people stop in the middle of the intersection, people coming the other way, cut the corner going into your lane. I mean, it's chaos. And you'll see the next intersection now going right up towards Duisburg is not much better. Also, keeping the realism, I tried to keep the gearboxes as well, sort of true to realism. So for example, when driving a Scania, I don't have a manual gearbox. I use what's it called now? OptiCruise, I think it is. I don't remember. Either way, if I have the new Volvo, it does not come with a manual, so I use the I shift. Yeah. This intersection would usually be more crowded as well. People cut the corner. Probably just as he will do, yeah. While I don't cut it. Keeping in mind, I'm still in my lane with my left side, and my right side of the truck did not go out on the other side. Perfect stopping. I mean, couldn't be better. Thank you for ramming me from behind. I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong lane, I know. But his perfect parking job is none of my business. Also have adaptive automatic gearbox on it, so I can keep the revs from my feet depending on how much I press down the pedal. So for example, if I want, I can do a kick down, so it will change into the lower gear. I can let off my foot from the pedal and it will change into a superior gear. So yeah, I can sort of nearly decide in which gear it is, despite the fact it's automatic. For example. I mean, you have these kind of things which happen. You know, he will come and run into me, obviously. Yeah, I mean, he couldn't keep his lane. He's falling away. I need to just minds moving away. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, that's not your main mate. Try to keep my he's going this guy ahead of me with a car with a Skoda. Wrong lane. Luckily enough, I am in Duisburg. This is not really it's not a load which I'm doing in specific either way. I'm just going to park up like this, go to sleep sort of, and cancel the job tomorrow. In comes the lag spike, the horrific lag spike. 94 persons, that's not bad. So let's just find the services, which I know are straight ahead and to the right. It's going to be a nightmare getting out of them. I'm not going to be too amazed and too amused. Yes, it's a nightmare getting out of them. Main concern of mine is that she goes across it. I'm not going to go into services. That's going to be another story for another time. These drive. The accelerator is the one on the right. Come on, you can do it. Does okay. What kind of lane merging is this? Turkish idiot. I don't have anything about Turks, but some Turks in this game have no sense of driving at all. Man was about a millimeter from running into me. Well, I don't park any better here either. Now, you see another Turk just cut another Turk off. This is incredible. What I'm trying to do is to get to the hotel, which I might fail at. Epic! I managed to cross this one here without getting rammed. Right, let's see. Anywhere to park in here. When I like parking sort of a bit more obscure. Like in there, maybe backing it up into the right side. But just to the right of that building. Approximately like that. I just want to see my... No idea where my left of the trailer is. I can't really see that. There you go, perfect. I've got it onto my side so I can see. I'm gonna get it not onto the curb, just to the side of the curb. Which I guess is somewhere about there. Just put the curb out. It's a bit further away now. There we are. Truck is gonna clip it. No, it's not. Perfect. Epic! There we go. That's us for the day. That's D-man. This is a hectic day. So just leave a message below in the comment section below if you guys want me to continue with sound or not. Thank you very much for watching.